And just feeling in to the sacral. And coming into the body, coming in to the brain, the mind, and the gut. Where looking at this heart resonance here through the masculine range, this longing through the physical, and yet how when the physical is not what we truly desire, the activation we feel within the gut, and yet the heartache and the pain comes from wanting this to be what we desire, trying to make it be what we desire, even if it is not. So an overriding of the gut itself, trying to revise the gut, it changes the gut environment. Actually, it's like we almost override the energetic system or try to reprogram our own energy field to align with external circumstances or situations or people. And yet we can't truly change the fundamental core of who we are energetically. And so then it creates a chemical shift in the body as a result. And this is actually where the disease starts to come in. The discomfort in the body. Feeling this in the left side of the belly here. Sacral definition, sacral meditative offer. Tears here, as the sacral range is offering its thoughts on what is occurring in the reality and where we are not understanding this feedback. Wow, okay, feeling this here. This is all like right above the belly button, this whole span across horizontally here in the belly. And then we can feel the correlation in the base of the brain. This is actually where this anxiety provoking mechanism comes in. Again, this feeling of being at odds with something here. It's like two waves hitting into one another and it's causing static and interference. So let's start to recalibrate the body and tone the heart resonance off of these external energetic. It's like receiving energetic waves that have distortion encoded within them. Okay, wow. Feeling this again. It's like in this upper sacral. And this feeling, this subtle underlying agitation that I cannot rest. I cannot lie within peace. Okay. So there's some programming here around lying, as in not speaking truth, but also lying as in resting. Okay, we cannot rest fully when the body is trying to, or let's say body is being caused to try to adapt to distortion or untruth. coming in and around the belly button here. These frequency shifts. It's like a phase shift here. Going back to conception. Okay, there's almost like a strange presence here. It's a fetal tone here. Very foreign it feels. Chokoshai, very uncomfortable. Very alien-like. Chokoshai. Starting to bring source light into, it's predominantly the sacral range, but it's a little bit more concentrated on the left side here. Chohokotai. It's like an energetic fetal presence within, seems like the energetic womb. Chatokoshai chahoya. Tarokoshai chatakashai chakai. Something about mast cells as well. Koshai chataki chakoya. Tarakoshai. So let's also look at, there's something about cells or some kind of code within the cells that have been present ever since conception, let's say. Like there's a historical component here that we need to address, like a physical cellular energy. Feeling this, yeah, deeper in through the sacral. Tarakosha chaya. Let's come into the nerve ganglia as well. Dokosha chano korokosha takosha shanoya. Yeah, again, getting this feeling of trying to attune to something outside of ourselves. Oh man, and yeah, takasha chakasha. Tatakasha chaki shashaya choshaki. Okay. Tahoya chasha chahoya. It's almost like we're at odds. Almost like we have, and I've spoken of this before, like an original nervous system imprint. And yet, whatever this is within the cells, this historical context or this historical record, it's like it causes the body to try to align to a system which is not organic. It is foreign to your energy field. I almost want to say it in a different way. It's foreign from your energy field. As in, it feels like some kind of implant. Chokosha, it's been placed here. Yes, okay. Let's come into this grief here. Actually, so I don't know if this is like something about fetal tissues. Chokosha. Okay, so let's also start to release through a wider perspective here. Koshai, chokaya, choshai. Wherever fetal cells have been utilized and these energies have become trapped within the systems. Oh, gosh. Wherever there are any kind of energetic, foreign, alien implantations using fetal, there's something about, like it's a fetal device. It's something about how information is transferred, and there's something about fetal cells, like young, like a vibrancy here. Kosha I chosha I. The conductivity that's found within them. Chokosha I chatakaya. Okay, foreign transplant. Chokosha I. Okay, and let's clear through the top of the crown with this as well. Nahokosha I. Yeah, this creates a lot of agitation in the field. It's almost like, I feel like this is where anxiety sources from. Like, anxiety is actually not a natural emotion. I mean, it's not really even an emotion, right? It's a body response. It's like, feels like this is what anxiety is because there's something foreign in the field here. Yeah, which would then cause you to attune to a record of a foreign nervous system. Okay. Jeez, God, this is not easy to face this. And clearing through the back of the left side of the heart here. Okay, it's like this has also affected the feminine ranges. It's almost, it reminds me of like when we talk about when you get too much radiation, that this can cause cancer, right? It causes this weird growth. It's like, that's the feeling of this. Too much of this, and we start to grow the wrong thing. And yet, essentially, it's like it's almost inherently a part of what we think and believe it means to be human. And it's just not. It's not organic. And I can see now where these deep black roots were growing out of this energetic range here. Sourcing of darkness. Okay, so continuing to clear through the spinal column, through the nerves, through the impulses that move through the nerves. Very deep into the cellular base. Just start to open and bring in more support for this. Some more technical support. As the energies move in here, as you have requested and as you have required this support, this healing, this release and this clearing. Oh my goodness, okay. Coming into the lower back, into this lower lung tissue, where you were breathing in the toxic. It's like where other energy fields were shedding toxicity, releasing toxicity into your field. Just allowing the tones to come in here. And wherever the mind starts to feel support as some kind of like watering down of the release process or something, unable to accept support because it feels like it will diminish something. Like, I need to be in the pain. There's a misunderstanding in the brain and the mind. In order for it to mean something, it has to feel painful. The level of pain translates to the body clearing. And in some ways, we actually reject support because of this strange idea. And really it comes down to not fully understanding how the energy field and the body work. It could be mistranslated as not trusting yourself enough, but that's not really it, Chokush, because of all of the misinformation you have received about healing. And not even healing, it's essentially how the energy fields cooperate with the body, how the body fights cooperating with the energy field because of the programming and conditioning that has been received. Good. Good. So some rewiring of this understanding through the feminine range. There's proprietary energies here as well. Just continuing to wash through the belly, the sacral, the womb, the energetic tissues of this energetic womb space here. Wherever you are harboring resentment, this feeling here, let's start to bring the light in to start to release this system. No longer agreeing to the brain being cycled through this system, this strange adaptation that occurs within the body. Adapting to foreign environments and foreign energy fields. As a result, as it is so.